One of these products is stronger than it looks, one of them is exactly what it says it is, and one of them might be the reason the whole lineup actually works. Hi, I'm Dr. Linda Brand, a medical doctor with years of experience in treating mature skin, and I spent 8 weeks testing products from Remedy Skin, the brand created by Dr. Munib Shah, a board-certified dermatologist. He became known online as the Derm Doctor and from the YouTube channel Doctorly. But here's the thing. Many dermatologists launch skincare brands. That doesn't automatically make the products good. So I went through the formulas, I looked at the ingredient list, I tested them on my own skin, and I'm going to tell you what I actually found, the good, the moderate concerns, and the one product in this lineup you should not be using every single night. So, let's get into it! So I've been testing out the following products from Remedy Skin over the last 8 weeks. First of all, the Remedy for cleansing. Then I tested Remedy for dark spots, and the Remedy for healthy aging, and then Remedy for moisturizing. I want to note up front that there are also normal to oily versions of both the cleanser and the moisturizer. I'll touch on those briefly, but my main focus is the dry skin lineup, which I tested. And I'll tell you right now, the serum chapters are where things get interesting. So stay with me. So let's start with the cleanser, because it sets the tone for this brand's philosophy. The Rich Cream to Foam Cleanser is designed for normal to dry skin, and when I looked at the formula, my first reaction was, this is a very sensible cleanser. The cleansing system uses 3 main surfactants: cocamidopropyl hydroxysultane, sodium methyl cocoyl taurate, and sodium cocoyl isothianate, and it has no harsh sulfates. These are mild, skin-conscious surfactants that clean without that tight stripped feeling. And beyond the surfactants, it includes barrier support ingredients like ceramides, panthenol, sodium PCA, urea, and hyaluronic acid. What I really like about Remedy is that they have all the active ingredients and all the rest of the ingredients listed on the back side of the product. That's really so smart. I like that. So did I find any concerns in this formula? Only a few small ones, but nothing alarming. Ginger and turmeric extracts could theoretically bother very reactive skin, but they are not high on the list. So I would not be too worried unless someone is extremely sensitive to botanicals. Cocamidopropyl-related surfactants can occasionally be an issue for people with contact allergy or very reactive skin, but for most people, I would say that it is quite well tolerated. There is no obvious fragrance perfume listed, which is a big plus actually. After using this for 8 weeks, my experience matched what the formula promised. My skin felt clean, not stripped, the foam is pleasant, cushiony, not harsh, no dryness and no irritation. Just one thing I remembered right now, it's a little bit stingy in the eye. In my opinion, this would be best for normal, dry or mature skin, combination skin that dislikes stripping cleansers, and barrier-conscious routines. My verdict on the cleanser. I honestly think this is a very good cleanser. It's barrier-friendly, sensible surfactant system, nice comfort ingredients, no obvious red flags. It's a gentle, modern cream-to-foam cleanser that cleanses without trying to exfoliate, strip, or pretend to be a treatment serum. For those of you with the normal to oily skin, Remedy also makes a gel-to-foam cleanser with salicylic acid and niacinamide. Still a gentle surfactant system, but more targeted for congestion and oiliness. Worth knowing about if that's your skin type. So, the cleanser is the warm-up. The next 2 products are where this brand gets ambitious. And one of them in particular, I want you to hear me out on before you start using it. Next up is the Remedy for dark spots, Dark Spot Correcting Advanced Serum. Now this is a proper multi-pathway pigmentation formula with a strong concept and a genuinely useful active stack, with one important caveat I'll get to in a moment. This serum is clearly built for dark spot, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, uneven tone, and melasma-prone pigmentation patterns. And what I really like is that it attacks pigmentation from several angles. First, by reducing pigment signaling. With 3% tranexamic acid, which is a meaningful level, it is specifically interesting for pigmentation that has an inflammatory or melasma-like component. 5% niacinamide can help with uneven tone, barrier support, redness, oil balance, and pigmentation transfer from melanocytes to keratinocytes. Licorice root extract gives good soothing, brightening support, and green tea and turmeric provide mostly antioxidant and anti-inflammatory support. Number 2. Interfering with melanin production. It has 1% kojic acid, glutathione, a very popular brightening antioxidant. Topical evidence is less robust than niacinamide and tranexamic acid, but it fits the concept. Tetrahexyldecyl ascorbate. It's a liquid, soluble vitamin C derivative, good for antioxidant support and brightening, though usually gentler and slower than pure L-ascorbic acid. So what I really like, and what I think is really smart from Remedy and Dr. Shah, is that it will target your dark spots in multiple pathways. So that's really, really great. Add it to your skin. And no specific scent to this. 3. Improving turnover, and that's a job of mandelic acid and retinol. And 4. Supporting barrier and tolerance. The base is quite elegant, I must say. Glycerin for hydration, squalane for emollients, dimethicone for slip and barrier fuel, ceramide NP for barrier support, acetylglucosamine pairs nicely with niacinamide for tone and barrier support. The main concern with this product is stacking irritation, as you have mandelic acid, retinol, tranexamic acid, kojic acid, vitamin C derivative, botanical extracts. For resilient skin, this could be great, but if you have sensitive skin, a compromised barrier, or you're already using other actives, this could become too much, especially if used nightly from day 1. So this is how I would recommend my patients to start this product. For most of them, I would start 2 to 3 nights per week, not every night. Then increase only if the skin is calm. Use it at night because of the retinol plus mandelic acid combination. And daytime sunscreen is absolutely non-negotiable. So, who is it best for? I would say if you have uneven tone, post-acne marks, sunspots, melasma-prone pigmentation, mature skin with discoloration, people who want one product instead of layering 5 brightening serums, not ideal for very sensitive skin, compromised barrier, pregnancy or breastfeeding because of the retinol, people already using prescription retinoids nightly. My personal experience over 8 weeks, I saw genuine improvement in my dark spots. The formula is smooth, absorbs well, and doesn't cause irritation for me. Starting at 3 nights a week, after a couple of weeks I used it every night. My verdict? This is a strong dark spot serum. Honestly, stronger and more coherent than many brightening products. If I should score this between 1 to 10, I would give it 9 out of 10 for pigmentation strategy, 8 out of 10 for barrier support, and a moderate irritation risk. I mean, this is not just a brightening serum, it is a multi-pathway pigmentation treatment. But because it combines retinol, mandelic acid, tranexamic acid, niacinamide, and kojic acid, you need to use it with care. And speaking of multi-pathway treatments, the Healthy Aging Serum takes the same ambitious approach. Honestly, when I first looked at the formula, I was a little surprised. Then we have Remedy for Healthy Aging Advanced Serum. And I have to say, this one is clearly ambitious. This is not just a healthy aging serum in the soft vague sense of marketing. It's basically trying to be a retinoid plus peptide plus exfoliating acid plus antioxidant plus barrier support serum all in one. And I personally find this very interesting and smart, but it comes with some challenges. The headline actives are strong. 0.1% encapsulated retinol plus 0.05% retinaldehyde. So you have 2 vitamin A derivatives. Retinol needs to be converted in the skin to retinaldehyde, then to retinoic acid. Retinaldehyde or retinol is 1 step closer to retinoic acid than retinol. So it is generally more direct and often more biologically active than retinol at comparable levels. If you want to know more about retinoids, watch this video. Then you layer in the acids, glycolic acid, lactic acid, and gluconolactone, a PHA. Retinoids and AHAs in one formula can be a lot. It's not automatically bad, as formulators can buffer pH and use lower concentrations. The peptide story is generally nice. 2% argireline, the expression line peptide, plus matrixyl 3000, which is a palmitoyl peptide combination for collagen support signaling. And I like that this formula uses 2% niacinamide, not 10%. With retinoids and acids already in the mix, lower niacinamide is smarter, still supportive for barrier and tone without adding more potential irritation. The base is well built for comfort. It has glycerin, squalane, ceramides, jojoba, phospholipids. These ingredients matter here because the active stack could otherwise be drying. Antioxidant support, nice, but not the main event. You have ferulic acid, ubiquinone, CoQ10, tocopherol, vitamin E, green tea extract, turmeric extract, pitchia, resveratrol ferment extract. These are all conceptually nice for oxidative stress and photo-aging support. However, my main concern with this serum, too many actives in one night product. This formula is doing a lot. It has retinol, retinaldehyde, glycolic acid, lactic acid, gluconolactone, peptides, niacinamide, antioxidants. That can be elegant if formulated well. But the question is, can the skin tolerate them together repeatedly? For someone already using tretinoin, other retinoids, strong vitamin C, exfoliating toners or devices, this could easily become too much. In my opinion, this serum is best for dry to normal to resilient skin, dullness, texture, fine lines, early photoaging, people who want one active night serum instead of layering retinoid, acids, peptides. I would say this is less ideal for very sensitive skin, rosacea-prone skin, compromised barrier, people already using prescription tretinoin, adapalene, pregnancy, breastfeeding because of retinoids. How I would use it? I treat this as a night treatment. Start with 2 nights per week for 2 to 3 weeks. Then, only if skin is calm, increase to every other night. Use a plain moisturizer after. With retinoids plus acids, sunscreen in the morning is not optional. My experience. I started at 2 nights per week and held it there for about 2 weeks before moving on to every other night. My skin texture noticeably improved. Dullness was reduced and no irritation. Multiple really good ingredients in here. So this is definitely for your PM nightly routine. And it's easy to open. Just switch on the top and it goes on really nice. And it absorbs also really nicely and fast. See, it's already in. My verdict, this is a stronger formula than the soft healthy aging name suggests. I really like the ingredient strategy, especially retinol plus retinaldehyde for retinoid activity, matrixyl 3000 plus argireline for peptide support, and a 2% niacinamide for barrier and tone support, squalane, ceramide, phospholipids for comfort, and antioxidants for a more rounded formula. My score, anti-aging strategy, 8.5 out of 10, texture brightening potential, 8 out of 10, barrier support, 7.5 out of 10, irritation risk, moderate, best use, 2 to 4 nights per week, not layered with other strong actives. This is not just a peptide serum, nor just a retinol serum. It's a multi-active night treatment. The formula is smart, but it asks something from your skin, and that is tolerance. If your skin barrier is calm, this could be very effective. And they work really well on my dry, mature skin. And I have seen a difference in my texture and also my dark spots. They are still there. I have to say they are so much better now. And this is how my skin looks like now. Then we have Remedy for Moisturizing. Rich Cream Barrier Repairing Moisturizer. This is a true barrier repair style moisturizer. And I must say the formula is very good. It has the classic moisturizer architecture, And that is exactly what I want from a barrier cream. It has humectants to pull in water, emollients to soften, occlusives, lipid-rich ingredients to reduce water loss, barrier lipids to support the stratum corneum, soothing extracts to calm the skin. The formula starts where it should, with glycerin, squalane, shea butter, jojoba oil, caprylic, capric, triglyceride. It's a really good moisturizing base. But the barrier lipid architecture is what I want to highlight here. This cream contains ceramide NP, ceramide AP, and ceramide EOP, 3 ceramide types, plus cholesterol and phytosphingosine. That combination, ceramides, cholesterol, fatty components, mirrors the natural lipid structure of your skin barrier. This is exactly what you want in a barrier-focused cream. And it comes in this really nice package that I just love. You just squeeze it on the top. And then also apply some to your neck. Niacinamide sits fairly high in the INCA list, which suggests a meaningful concentration, supporting barrier function, tone, redness, and ceramide synthesis. There is also a very solid hydration layer with hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate, saccharide isomerate, and aloe. No added fragrance. Any concerns with the moisturizer? Not many, actually. The main possible downside? Niacinamide may bother a small subset of sensitive users, but they usually know about it already. Botanical extracts can theoretically irritate very reactive skin, but again, nothing jumps out as a major red flag. This is best fitted for dry skin, mature skin, retinoid users, post-exfoliation recovery, barrier-compromised skin that tolerates niacinamide, people using the remedy for dark spot or the remedy for healthy aging. You can use it AM and PM, but in the morning it may feel too rich under sunscreen and makeup. My verdict: this is a very solid barrier moisturizer. I like that it has a proper moisturizing base, meaningful barrier lipids, ceramides, cholesterol, phytosphingosine, niacinamide, humectants, and soothing extras. I used this after both serums throughout my testing period. My skin barrier stayed stable, not peeling, no sensitivity escalation. My score would be for barrier support 9 out of 10, moisturizing potential 9 out of 10, healthy aging support 7 out of 10, irritation risk low to moderate. And this is where Remedy Skin's line makes a lot of sense. Their active serums are quite ambitious, so they need a moisturizer that can support the barrier. This cream actually looks like it's built for that. For normal to oily skin, Remedy also makes a light gel barrier repairing moisturizer. It has a lighter texture, tapioca starch for mattifying, niacinamide, still ceramide NP, more barrier maintenance than barrier repair. Good option, but if your skin is dry, compromised, or reacting to retinoids, reach for the rich cream. This one. It's the rescue product. Which one would I choose? For dry or mature skin? Rich cream barrier repairing moisturizer, no question. For oily or combination skin, light gel barrier repairing moisturizer. For retinoid users, if dry skin, irritated or peeling, the rich cream. If oily but slightly sensitized, the light gel may be enough. For barrier repair, rich cream is the better rescue product. For daily daytime under sunscreen and makeup, light gel is probably more elegant and less greasy. So after 8 weeks, here's where I land. Remedy Skin built something genuinely coherent. The philosophy holds. Each product is doing something specific. The actives are at levels that actually matter. If I had to summarize the lineup in one sentence, the cleanser and moisturizer are excellent supporting players, and the serums are the real treatment drivers. Here's how I use them together. In the morning, cleanser, moisturizer, and SPF. In the evening, cleanser, dark spot serum or healthy aging serum. I alternated, not both in the same night, and then moisturizer. Okay, so let's be honest. Most of you know me by now, and of course I used both the dark spot serum and the healthy aging serum on the same night. But it is not recommended. First of all, because of retinoids in both of them, but also the stack of all the other ingredients. Well, So stupid of me, but not recommended. Who should use this line? If you have uneven tone, dark spots, fine lines, or dullness, and your skin barrier is in good shape, this is a strong, well-designed routine. The price point is accessible, so I would say, if you need a really easy skincare routine, Remedy Skin is absolutely something to consider. It's great, actually. So if you would like to step it down a little bit, not having 10 steps every day, then try Remedy. My overall rating for Remedy Skin, 8 out of 10. A really strong concept, coherent execution. The serums ask for a little patience and respect, but they reward it. If you tried Remedy Skin, let me know in the comments what your experience has been. Links to everything are in the description. And if you found this useful, remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.